Hello there everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes roster review. So we've got Metr0x here again, this time of Sigma Legions. Now the reason why that shouts out to me straight away, different guild, well, we're going to go back in time a bit today. Yes, we've got the previous roster review on screen, and yeah, this is how it's going to roll. We're going to watch bits of the last roster review, bits of what I said back then, and we're just going to see the before and after effect. So, before we do that, let's just show everyone how Metr0x looks right now. So, this is the state of play as we're looking at it. Total GP currently is 2.893 million. Metr0x has 51 Zetas, 2 Grand Arena Omicrons, 22 total Relics, 16 Relic 5 Pluses, 9 Gear 12 units, 88 6-dot mods, 73 15 plus speed mods, 24 20 plus speed mods, and 9 25 plus speed mods. No Galactic Legends at present. So, let's just bring up the previous video again. Here we go. So as you can see, we've got a bit of a difference already. I mean, if I just bring that back on screen a second. 2.8 currently, 2.89 versus 1.377. And just for some added context, because we are watching this on my YouTube channel, this was done 27th of July 2021, so it has been more than 6 months, so I apologise for that. Everyone's got a long wait, unfortunately. I'm just struggling to push these roster reviews out at present. But yeah, it's quite a long gap of time when you think about it. I mean, nearly a year. So when you think about it, this is actually good for seeing how an account can grow. So I'm curious what's been changing for you, so we will get in here. So I'm going to actually put this on mute. I don't want to listen too much about what I'm saying, but I do want to have a little look at what has been going on. So there might be a few edit gaps here just while I'm cutting to bits that I think are interesting. So here we go. So let's see. Let's find the first faction we looked at. Although saying that, I don't think we did factions back then. Oh no, we did. Okay, so Fiverr first before, you got Gear 12 on Ahsoka, and you got some gear on your clones, but not a lot. You got 1 Zeta on 5s. Has that improved since? Let's have a look. Oh, I think that is looking safe. Yeah, you've got Relic 7 General Skywalker, so congratulations on that bad boy. Relic 5 5s, Relic 4 Arc, Relic 2 Rex, and Relic 3 Echo, so well done. They've come on leaps and bounds since the last one, so congratulations there. Alright, we will... I'll tell you what, right, this is the thing, I haven't actually decided how I'm doing this, so you might just have to bear with me while I'm going back and forth a little. But let's have a look at your Rex. Because this is the thing, we didn't have a Rex to look at before, so I never really bothered, but 336, wow, that is a very fast Rex. So, well done there. And the other one I'm starting to look at is Arc Trooper. So you've gone for offense and crit chance, 261 speed, and you've got 8,353 speed damage. I'm going to say 8,000 speed would be very interesting. Yeah, the reason why I'm starting to look at arcs, and this is something that I'm not going to say any more on because I haven't got a definitive result, but something I've been told is that if you have a faster Arc Trooper than you do a Rex, then it can help make the CLS counter to gas harder. So I'm not going to say that that's true. At least I haven't had enough proof to verify it myself. The trouble with being in 3v3 Grand Arena right now instead of 5v5, but I will probably come back on this and just say if it was worth it or not. So yeah, I know Metr0x, you pop into my streams every now and again, so if 5v5 comes around and you see I've got gas on defense, maybe just ask how it's getting on. But yeah, just something I'm throwing down there. So 261 in this instance would be slow, but if... let's just assume I'm wrong, and this it's alright having a slower arc. 8,000 damage looks good, especially at Relic 4. Alright. I'm going to leave the rest if I'm going to be honest. 5s, with respect, you could have chunk... oh, hang on, saying that, I was going to ignore 5s, but gas, I can't ignore gas, can I? That's been rude. So, let's just see. You've got 115 protection, you've got 278 speed, and 9,343 damage. Very nice. Very, very nice. I actually think, I'm not 100% certain, but you might actually beat my main account there. I'll tell you, I'm just going to open that up while I'm... because like I said, I'm going to edit this a little bit. So, yeah, 9,000 damage. I'm curious. Let me have a look. Yeah, so you're flooring my gas. Difference between the two, I've got offense... well, actually, I haven't got offense sets, so that's hurting it. I'm currently running 2 health sets, 2 potency sets, and 2 defense sets. I've got protection around 102k, so you're flooring me on that as well. I've got 300 speed, so that's a bit of a leveler in some ways. And I've got 100% potency, which is quite nice in certain teams. So I'm not too down about that. I would say if you're talking about a 501st team, yours looks very nice because I think it could be better for the protection in 501st. I'm actually just going to backtrack a little there. I mean, it's still better than mine, 115 versus 102. You're still flooring me there. But I just like the idea in a 501st team that essentially you've got to work hard to get gas down. And granted, I'm not doing a great job myself there. So it might be that I need to tweak my gas modding. But equally, a lot of the time I've been using gas in Squad Arena for... Squad Arena, remember that? I used to use them in Squad Arena as part of the JML team. So maybe I need to retweak the mods just to actually acknowledge, yes, he isn't really needed there now. So, yeah. They're an eye-opener for me, that, so thank you. So yeah, I love the damage there. Speed, maybe touch up a little bit, but it's not bad. Protection, again, maybe touch up, but not bad. So yeah, and you've got gold mods, so it's very hard to improve it's impossible to improve these. So yeah, fingers crossed if you get better mods, maybe you can just touch up the stats a little bit. But honestly, that is beyond nitpicking. Alright, so that is the 501st. Let's go back to the previous video. Let's just see what else we can find. Alright, so while it's only a minor thing to point out, at the time Bad Batch were all level 1 3 stars, but now if we go into the game, you've got Wrecker at 6, and yeah, you've put a few Zetas on as well, so I think that's a good thing. Bad Batch are one of these really easy low investment teams. I mean, my alt account Crimson, I should really put some time into them just to get them to this kind of level. I mean, I've got Echo and Wrecker, but Hunter, Attack and Omega I've just put nothing into. So I could do a following suit and just getting a little bit into them. I just keep forgetting. I'll say forgetting, it's more that I just have different priorities. I'm always thinking, oh yeah, I'll put this credits into mods or something. Okay, again, we got a bit of a difference here. So, Bounty Hunters, with respect, they were looking a bit squishy back there. You know, one at level 85, no Zetas, barely any gear. We jump to the present day, and you've got a Relic 7 Django, you've got a Relic 5 Cad Bane, you've got a Gear 12 Bosk, and also this does bring me back to your actual request for the re-review. So when you actually asked for it, I'm just bringing this up so I can read it. I'll pop it on the screen just for the edit. Yeah, you did bring up JMK. Yeah, so you said, JMK, you're going to do some troopers whilst farming watch shards. I think that was a solid plan, and I can see that you're already making progress on it. So I'm going to be a little bit naughty here. I'm going to put a link in the top right corner. It's a JMK farming video I did over a year ago now, I think. I'm actually curious if anyone has followed that and they think it's a good idea. Because I'll admit I did stray off it myself because a few of the things that I said I was going to do, I felt I didn't need to. But I'm curious how other people are looking at it now. It's had a few views, so hopefully some people may benefit out of it. So yeah, let me know. If you haven't already seen it, check it out. Let me know what you think. But yeah, as far as what I'm seeing here, Django Relic 7, this guy is a baddie. You know, you think to yourself, you can sleep on Django. Ooh, you're going to be sorely mistaken. So yeah, I really need a Relic 7 Django on my main account. He's only Relic 2, and it's just purely that you're looking for. So, yeah, I can't help but love it. We've got speed, crit damage, offense. We've got all the good stuff. The only one I'd say there, if you could tweak, health primary. I think I mentioned it before. Notorious reputation, they gain 50. Well, Django gains 50% max health. It's not the biggest thing, but when you're looking at small margins, it could help in the long run. So, yeah. I wouldn't sleep on it. CAD, I'm just curious what you got here. Got 1.6D mod. I can't be colours then. And yeah, to be honest, I wasn't expecting anything dramatic there. You know, it's CAD. Someone was saying the other day, CAD's kit isn't actually that bad. I think it might have been Kaleri in voice chat. And I kind of agree, there's some good stuff in there, but it really needs touching up a little. 270 speed on Bosky Boy. We've got 74k protection and no tenacity, but I think that can be forgiven considering the two stats you've gone for. What I would say, with Django being Relic 7, there's an argument that maybe he would be a better leader. I know you haven't got the lead Zeta, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking Bosk at gear 12 could probably benefit from the fact that you'd have the double revive. Yes, you wouldn't get all the sustainability that Bosk lead provides, but Django lead might just at least be a bit more useful for you. I mean, it would also give you an excuse to do Trandoshan Rage Zeta as well, so one to put out there. Not urgent, but just one to chew on. Alright, so I'm going to carry on. What else have you got? Well, what else did you have before? Okay, so now this one, again, I find quite interesting. You had a Relic 5 Vader. You got you got Thrawn 7-star, but just a little bit of investment. You sort of tinkered with him. You'd got 3-star Dark Trooper. So if we just fast forward to the present, yeah, you got an R5 Dark Trooper now. I'm a little surprised that you haven't taken Vader up a little bit more. I thought you might have gone to R7 by now. Just for the simple reason Vader at R7 isn't a complete monster compared to where he used to be, but he's still pretty nice. I'm pleased to see Veers has got a Zeta. Veers Zeta is so underrated by some people. So yeah, Veers, Piet, Stark. You could do Dark with range or Gideon, so you've got options. Vader as well, he's got some buddies with... Well, saying that, you are missing Palpatine Zeta. Yeah, that's a doozy. Yeah, try and pop that Zeta on. It'll just get your 2-meter trains going, and equally, there's a lot of ability mats missing there, so try not to sleep on them either. Where was Thrawn as well? He's not had much improvement, Thrawn, has he? Poor Thrawn. I mean, he's still one of the most versatile characters in the game, so yeah, I'll vouch for him. I mean, my baby account's behind on him, but what I will say, I've only had him for a month or so, whereas you've had maybe 10. So yeah, maybe for a 12-year, 12 years, hopefully not 12 years. Hopefully for a 12-month anniversary, you can get into at least gear 11 or something. Mara Jade, she's cool. Gonna say, nice to see you've got some investment into her. I would say though, again, just to work on her a little bit as far as shards go, because I think she's one of these characters that she can do something at low gears. I mean, if you look at my streams, I use Mara Jade in almost every Empire team, but she gets better. You know, and it's like, you can use her at this point, but once she's gear 12, gear 13, wow, she goes up a level. So, yeah, just one I wouldn't sleep on, because you've got the makings of two really good teams. I mean, Vader, let's just check the mods. Let's see what you're rocking. You've got offense and potency. That's kind of what I like. I prefer crit damage, but let's see. You've got speed. You see, this is where I always say it. Offense with an offense primary, or crit damage mod with a crit damage primary. Offense crit damage, the only exception I've made for that is SLKR. And that's just purely because I know he crits a lot with advantage. But I like the raw offense number. Okay, I'm being very particular there. So yeah, potency. In general, I'm loving the mod in here. I think a lot of good stuff. Let's just check the raw numbers. 248 speed. Could be a little quicker, but still 248 is pretty solid. 6883. That seems a little bit low, but again, you've got two mods there that could still roll. Preferably, you could get an offense primary on that. Well, sorry, an offense primary, sorry, an offense secondary that's percentage. I knew what I meant, you guys wouldn't have. But yeah, same there, offense percentage, that'd be nice. But yeah, there's still some okay stuff there. I mean, this is all for tweaking. You know, it's one of those where you think, can I improve this character? You see a diamond, you roll it, it's like, ooh, it's got offense percentage. Maybe it could be a Vader mod. So it's how you roll mods. You just keep hoping to get the one you want. All right, let's go back. Let's see what's next. Okay, Chirper's got an Omicron now. I mean, if I just go back and forth a little bit, yeah, I'm not seeing too much difference. Yeah, it looks like just the Omicron. Fair enough. I respect that. I say each time I bring up Ewoks, though, you want Paplu to be the fastest, then Logray, then Chirper, and then Wicket and Alder. And say Paplu gains speed via his unique, so just don't sleep on it. If you've got a fast Paplu, it can make nest counters harder. Not impossible by any stretch, but harder. Okay. I'm going to click here because I assume I looked at your first order. Let's just see if I did. Okay, you didn't have any first order back then. Let's see now. How are they looking? Still about the same. Okay, gap in the roster. I get it. I've slept on first order plenty of times. Alright, Galactic Republic. How are they looking now by comparison? Ooh, a lot chunkier. So let's do a before and after again. So 2 relics back then. You got an R5 on GMY and Anakin. No Zeta on Anakin either. Whereas now... Oh, that is a lot chunkier. You can tell you're working on JMK as well. So you got Qui-Gon Army, that is very nice. Granted, we didn't have Omicrons back in July, but yeah, I'm looking Shakti R7. That's golden as well. Let's just stop for a second and check the speed there. 312 speed, 94k health. I love that. That is very nice. What I would say, if Shaq is going to be in a Jedi team, maybe you could afford to lower the speed a little bit and just increase the health. It's not a big thing that. This is one of those situations where I'd say, if another character is in your roster who could maybe do with being sped up a little bit, maybe you could afford to swap Shaq's mods with them. Because, considering you've got gas, you're going to be using gas lead 9 times out of 10. The only time you switch to Shaq is territory battles. So I look at that and I think, okay, you don't necessarily need a fast Shaq, because say using Shaq under JKR bumps their speed anyway. So you look at it and you think, all you really need is, I mean, 300 is probably a safe amount. 312 is nice, but if you could use that 12 speed somewhere else, or even just a little bit below, like 298, 295, whatever, if you could just use that speed somewhere else, then is it worth it? Again, we'll see as we go through your roster, but it's good, don't get me wrong, but I'm just thinking of mod management here. Okay, so you got your Kenobi. I'm going to just have a nosy. Health mods, that looks very promising. Lovely. 111. Well, 111. 111? Yeah, that's right. I thought I said that right. In fact, I love the four ones there. Bit of a shame you couldn't just get +3 health on it, to be fair. That's a little OCD kicking in. But yeah, lovely. Very nice. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I think there's a lot of nice stuff there, like I say. I mean, what I would add, even though Mace is good with his rework, the Zetas are kind of helpful. So I wouldn't... Sorry, my mum's just coughing. I wouldn't sleep on Vapad. Vapad is the ability that grants him offense on when he's countering, or when he's got stacks of what's it called, resilient defense. I think that's what it is anyway. All I know is it gives you 100% counter chance, which is brilliant. And I'm sure there is an offense boost for resilient defense. I think that's it. So Vapad, just try and slap that on him. It makes him so much more annoying when he's countering. After that, it's a coin toss. Sense weakness, or this party's over, but they're both very good Zetas. They both just make him a bit more annoying to take out, especially in 3v3 against certain teams. So again, I'm not saying he's a top tier toon, but he is way better, obviously. So just advising, don't sleep on those Zetas. But yeah, I think that would be okay for this faction. I don't think we need to touch on anything else. Let me just back up to the previous one I'm in. Yeah, you did have 3PO at the time as well, so yeah, Gear 12, until you go for, say, a JML, you don't really need much more, so that'll do for now. In fact, I've just seen you got Shaq at 6-star back then as well, so you've come a long way with this faction, so congratulations on that. I've got to do one of these for myself one day, just for the fact I'd love to see how my accounts have changed in that regard. I mean, I do my 6-month videos, but, sorry, hang on. What did I put there? Clones onto priority team, I'm guessing I said. What did I say? Oh, okay, I'm self-correcting, never mind. Yeah, let's see. So these are Geonosians last time. You got reasonable gear. I mean, it was 11, 11, 10, and 8 on the 4 Geos, and then that's a 10 on GBA. Sorry, I work in weird ways when I'm talking. Let's go to your Geos now. So I'm going to just try and float up before and after. So that was how it was. You got, yeah, hang on. I'm a professional streamer, but I'm not a professional video maker, it seems. Gear 12 on Brood, Gear 12 on Spy. Some facts come up a bit as well, so it looks like you're contributing to your WAT mission now, so that is brilliant to see. You seem to have chosen wisely as well regarding Brood Alpha. Yeah, you haven't done the lead Zeta. I think it's a luxury Zeta. I've got 2 on mine. I haven't done one on my main account. And I think it is just simply because it's not that needed. It's not bad if you've got it, but you don't really need the lead Zeta. So, yeah, I'll just say it like that. That's a pretty good call. Out of curiosity, what's your soldier like? 222 speed. Crit chance 62. You could probably afford to push that up if you went to gear 12. But for now, I'd say that's okay. Alright, I'm going to get ready to go to... Well, saying that we've seen Imperial Troopers, so I don't need to go there. These weren't here before, so I'm just going to have a nosy at your Inquisitorius, if they're there or not. They're not. Okay. You're not being able to do the Galactic Challenge? Come on! We all want those nommy noms. Alright, Jawas. Anything? No, okay. Again, maybe one day I'll be surprised by Jawas. Let's see. You got Revan here. Did you have Revan last time? Let's just go through this again. You did, and it's gear 12 then as well, so poor Revan. Poor Revan. Nearly a year and still just those same gear pieces. That's a bit of a shame. I've been in similar shoes myself, so I'm not being overly critical. Hopefully I've probably just left Toons with 2 gear pieces and left them myself, but I cannot but be looking at this and thinking, poor Revan. But yeah, I could really find a way of doing before and after on this a bit easier, because I'm having to click back and forth a lot. But yeah, you got Revan, you got Ahsoka. Is Ahsoka Rallic now? She's still gear 12, so Ahsoka's one that you could do with taking up to Rallic. I've had to do it on my main. It was a slog of a gear 12 to Rallic. I didn't particularly like these pieces, but saying that, she is kind of good at Rallic. Not necessarily for just the tomb, but she's got a great ship as well. So yeah, I just would not sleep on these. Okay, so anything else? What about Bastila, say? Is that changed? Bastila is gear 11 now. That's a little bit of an improvement. It was only gear 10 before. But yeah, nothing is screaming out there saying, oh yeah, before it was like this, now it's like this. Maybe Jolie? No, Jolie's on gear 11. Okay, don't sleep on Jolie. That's another one. Yeah, I can't really add much more, unfortunately. It's, yeah, bit of a shame. Let's see, what else had you got at this point? Did I scroll down at all? No, you haven't got Qui-Gon at that point as well, so Qui-Gon was quite a quick farm for you. I mean, he is a quick farm, but still. Alright, let's bring this up. Let's go to your Mandalorians, because I had a nosy at the time. So yeah, you've got Bo-Katan at Rallic 5, congratulations there. You're really speeding through these JMK farms. I mean, you think you were level 32, 3-star there, you're now Rallic 5. That is a very good improvement. If we just click on her for a second. 179 speed, 73 potency. Okay, that's the stat I look for on mine. Maybe others will disagree with me there, but I mean, I haven't really got a home for Bo yet. On my Crimson account where she is Rallic 5, I tend to use Bo with maybe some other scoundrels like Bam. And I like potency just to make sure that with the crippling strike ability lands days. For that reason as well, I would do the mats. But yeah, especially like those mats aren't going to be stingy. You're 3 million, aren't you now? 2 million, 3 million, 2 million. I should remember these things when I'm doing a roster review. 2.8 million. Sorry. But yeah, 2.8 million. I bet you could afford to put a few mats on. The purples aren't going to be draining you, and they don't tend to cost that many credits. So, especially a Rallic toon, I would be putting the mats on. You know, I'm not saying you have to put the Omegas on. Omegas can be scarce, but the purples especially, they should be doable. Okay, so let's go back to the video. Let's just see where you were before. In fact, I've got to say it again, though. I love how much this... Even though it's only 2 toons, I love how much they progressed in the time. So, well done on that. Okay, so your rebels before, we got 1 Zeta on CLS, 1 on Horn. You got Chewie at 5 stars. Let's see where you are now. Bit of improvement. CLS now double Zeta, so that is an improvement. So let me just double check. Yeah, it was gear, what was it before? Gear 11, no, back gear 9 that I think. So yeah, a bit of improvement there. Horn's gear 12 as well, so that's nice. Chewbacca's got a Zeta 7 star, congratulations there. 7 star 3PO and Chew, so well done. So there's a lot of improvement here. I mean, obviously there's still room to improve more. It's not that you've hit a limit. 3PO and Chewie I'm doing on my ult right now. I've already got him on my main, but on my ult I'm farming him, he's 6 star. And what I will say, we've currently got the fleet to additive drops, which is nice. I know by the time this review comes out they might be ending, so it's a little irrelevant. But I look at it and I think that is nice. We've had a little speeding bump to him. Not relevant to you, you're 7 star, but I'm just bringing it up because I wanted to. But yeah, as far as a character, he's kind of a must for the Rebel CLS team. So you've got the 5 that you will need up on this top row. So what I would just say, when you've got a little pause break, I mean, you've said you're looking at Imperial Troopers while you're waiting for JMK. I would consider just building these 5 up. It's something I need to do on my ult as well, and that's why 3PO and Chew's been a priority. So yeah, I would consider it because CLS is such a great team in Lightside TB. You do need good mods on them. You can't just assume they'll sleepwalk through it, but they can certainly get 4 out of 4 with good modding. So one to consider. Okay, I'm going to go back to the video because I don't know what I looked at next. I'm assuming we did Resistance. Oh, okay. I'll put more text on screen. Hang about. Why did I... Okay, there wasn't any resistance. Okay, that was what happened. So, have you got any resistance now? Let's have a quick nosy. Any resistance? No. Okay, that was a bit of a waste. And as I think past self was saying to you, I forgot to look at your separatists. Yeah, I forgot to talk about the separatist requirements for General Skywalker later on. So, oopsie. Well, let's see. You've also got Sky Guy now, so belated congratulations on your requirements. But you've got an R7 Grievous. All right, let's have a look, see how GG's getting on. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. And you've got the crit damage as well, so that is a lovely looking Grievous. Let's just double check your mods. 16% health. Crit damage primer with double health. That is lovely. Health, speed. Bit of a shame there's no health flat in the secondaries, but that is, again, I'm nitpicking beyond belief there. I can't say I've got that. I'm just looking for what I would like, not necessarily what you can get. Health, speed, health, lovely. Then speed, double health, lovely. And double health, speed. Some good mods there. Some very good mods on your Grievous. So if you don't already, you can take pride in that. But honestly, I'd be amazed if you aren't already taking pride in it because, yeah, I mean, that is probably the only one that is kind of sucky as far as... It's obviously 6C, it's doing its job. We got the health in the right place, but, you know, there's no flat health. The speed's a little low. You don't need speed, but it's nice. So, yeah, but even then you've got 8% potency, which is quite nice for landing target locks. So, again, I'm nitpicking. I am honestly nitpicking, so congratulations there. That's a good Grievous in my eyes. We've already looked at Django. That should be 1. 261 speed. Okay, that's pretty good. And 8,772 offense. That is very good. That's a very nice mix of stats, that. And you've... Okay, I've just seen that you've got health set there. I would avoid it. I'd go for potency. Just for the fact B1's just going to do nothing with that, is he? What I would say, you've got the offense there. You got the speed. Yeah, you got speed there, a bit of offense. I would really try and get a potency set on him. Just for the fact that B1, he's the one who inflicts target locks. He's the one who keeps the turn meter train going with B2. So get some potency into him that way. Because don't forget, he's going to take a turn every turn with this. So if the target was target locked, all droids allies recover 5% of the leader's max health and max protection. So he's constantly attacking out of turn, and if he's hitting a target locked enemy, which hopefully he is, he's going to be healing up. So it's just a nice little thing. You want to make sure he's just nice and fast, which you've got. You've got nice and offensive, which you've got. But that potency could just do going up a little bit more. And with what you've got, I would say a potency set would just send you flying over that line. So, yeah, if you can get a potency set that doesn't drop the speed or the damage too much, you're going in a good direction. Magna. I'm going to say R5 for JMK, well done. Crit avoid, protection, protection, protection. I like. Very nice. Granted, as everything, the mods could be better, but as far as like not just being a mishmash of colours, but they could all be 6. But again, I am nitpicking. I don't think I've got 6s on mine, so yeah, I'm speaking out loud rather than actually saying this is bad. Okay, not much to say about these two other than they need a bit of improvement. Dooku, again, I was guilty of this on Crimson. He's a toon that sometimes you struggle to get to because, you know, especially like with JMK, you need Galactic Republic, you've got the odd separatist requirement in GG, Django, Magna. But really, Dooku and Newt are going to help you with GOTB. So try not to sleep on those two. Again, I know it's tempting. I had Dooku at like gear 7 for so long. Probably even worse before that, level 1. But yeah, just don't sleep on it. Newt as well will thank you. Newt and Dooku early on in the game, which with respect, I think 2.89 is still relatively early in the game. Just for instance, shall I say you're not doing Conquest hard. So that's one way of gauging what part of the game you're in. Yeah, these two early on, they were a very annoying pair. So yeah, just like I said, I wouldn't sleep on them. Okay, so last time you Sith, you had Vader, but that was pretty much it. So we've got a sneak preview of a bit of this, I think it's safe to say. Ooh, I didn't check the Old Republic. I didn't censor Revan, if that makes sense. That sounds like absolute BS, I know, but I honestly didn't think you got a Darth Revan, so well done there. That snuck up on me. I think sometimes it's like you feel bigger tunes, like, you know, you've... I don't know how else to phrase it. It's like usually, like, say, a BSF is kind of high on your roster or something, but I didn't see anything that made me think Sith Empire, so yeah, these just snuck in there. So well done on the unlock. Hopefully Malik's on your horizon. Malik is great. But yeah, I'm just looking, I think Revan will need some support. The 2 Zetas eventually are good on him. BSF Zeta's luxury, but it's still nice. But yeah, you could do with the full team. I think that's the issue with Sith Empire. You do need a team. Again, I'm sorry if it sounds condescending when I say your level, but it is kind of where we are, that there's like pre-hard conquest and post-hard conquest, and then there's even like normal conquest. But yeah, it's like if you're talking like the GP range you're in, you're not going to be getting Malgus free to play, so I look at it and I think you've got options still for a full Sith Empire team. Revan, BSF, Seth. You haven't got Marauder. So maybe you got HK. Let's just skip ahead a bit and see. You got HK, so you got that option. I don't know why I doubted that you had to have HK for unlock Revan. But yeah, you've got good stuff there. I mean, I'm just going to go back to the video. I don't think there's too much else. Although saying that, I was skimming through things at the time. Yeah, I think I then go on to do more in-depth modding talk. But yeah, I'm actually going to leave the video there because I feel like this was more before and after. This is the thing, I don't really recall anything from this. I don't think there's anything that really stood out. I mean, I will have a quick look, just see if there's something that is obvious on screen, like, ooh, why didn't I do this? Okay, so I will just flag this up. I can see that I was looking at Padme. If I just bring this up again, and if we go to Padme now. At the time, it looked like you had more protection than health, but I'm assuming you've had time to correct that. Yeah, I was going to say you fixed it. 58k, 281 speed, which is very good at Gear 12 Padme. So, yeah, that's looking a lot better. I would stand by the fact Padme is a better Relic toon than Gear 12, so if you get the time, try and give her those pieces. Again, Gear 12s are a pain. Well, Gear 12 to 13 is a pain. So I'm sorry if I keep saying it, but yeah, she's one. Her and Ahsoka, the entire Padme team is kind of. It works at Gear 12, and even before Gear 12, it kind of does something. But it's only at Relic that it really does what it's meant to do. And it's where it's a bit of a crying shame that Qui-Gon's come in and stolen Anakin, because it's become a bit of a Frankenstein group. It's like you end up with Padme, Ahsoka, and maybe clones. It's weird. So I can maybe understand from that point of view why you haven't touched them, because you can do something Qui-Gon and Anakin now, but it's a bit of a shame. Speaking of that, let me have a quick look. How's your Anakin? 255. Okay, so just a little heads up, this is for everyone. I don't know if you do it Metr0x, but if you're using Qui-Gon Omicron, this is something I learned the hard way. People were pointing out on stream, and I just dismissed it until I had a eureka moment during a loss. It's this one, I believe. Overwhelming Assault. Or is it? Or is it the next one? No, I think I might have been right with Righteous Fury. So, whenever another ally falls below 50% health or is defeated, Anakin takes a bonus turn. And his next turn deals 100% more damage if all allies were Galactic Republic at the start of battle. So, essentially, in GA, a lot of the time you see Qui-Gon Jinn with Jacob KA, and then someone will throw in for no real reason Old Ben or Hoda. And like I say, I did it myself at the start. I was using Jahani and Hoda, and it completely negates that deals 100% more damage. So whilst it might not be a big thing, it is a big thing, because at R5, we're looking at 6,881 damage. So straight away, that AoE is doubled. But when you think that Qui-Gon's Omicron is also amplifying the offense, then yeah. You just don't want to do anything that reduces that big offense hit. Because say someone's using Bad Batch, then it means that if the Bad Batch is slower, that first turn Anakin does AoE, boom, they're gone. Or potentially they're gone. And then similar thing with CLS or any other, I would call it a softer counter. Yeah, Anakin's just still going to get ticked off, and he'll get ticked off hard. So, again, this is not necessarily directed at Metr0x, because I've got no idea what you do with your Grand Arena teams. But just a general one, remember, JK must be with Galactic Republic Jedi. Alright, after that little GA lesson, I didn't really look at the Imperial Trooper speeds. Let me just have a quick nosy, because obviously Piet's a bit slow, but how is he actually looking? Ooh, okay, that kind of answered that question. He needs mods. So yeah, I thought I'd try and do that, but I think that might have been the wrong time. Alright, let me just skim through this and I'll see if I talk about anything else other than Padme, which I'm guessing I do because there's quite a bit of time left there. Also, just gotta say this, BlueStacks, look at that beautiful FPS I had at the time then, and then look at what I get now. Flat 29 or 30. Come on, BlueStacks. You're better than that. And this was when I was running on a Mac. Oh, sorry, that's gaming for you, but yeah, it hurt. Alright, so again, look at that. GK, before you got modded for protection, now you got it for health. That is a beautiful change. Okay, so the only other thing I can really see, just basically skimming here, is that I was talking about your rebels and then I actually talked about fleet a bit. So I have neglected fleet, so we'll just do those two things very quickly, because I did look at your rebels, but didn't actually look at the mods. So we'll just say I'm looking at Gear 12. Speed, crit damage, offense, and let's just check your stats. 263. Okay, so with CLS, I do offense and tenacity as mod sets, and I try to go for an offense triangle. So crit damage is possible, but how I view it, 3PO and Chewie does not steal crit damage. So when I've got 3PO and Chewie, I like to give him as much as he wants, essentially. So if I'm putting crit damage on there, it means I'm giving 3PO and Chewie less. So that's the first thing. The other thing is health. Maybe it's just a case that you got health mods, fair enough. But yeah, they could do with improving a little bit because, again, tenacity is important in the CLS team. So yeah, if I'm just looking here, similar thing with Chewbacca. You've got crit damage and health right now, but the one thing you won't go for is tenacity. So yeah, at this point, I'm not going to go too much because Han, Gear 12, yes, he's pretty simple to mod. Yeah, crit damage. Yeah, touch speed helps to help with mirrors, but I wouldn't say it's mandatory. And 3PO and Chewie. 3PO and Chewie, you've got the right idea. You haven't done it as far as I can tell. Yeah, you've got potency. That really isn't a good one. You want tenacity, really, although offense isn't the worst thing, but I would say tenacity is the goal as far as primaries for the cross. Again, protection doesn't do much there. You want offense or crit damage. Because obviously, let me just show you via this. Here we go. 3PO and Chewie gain 40% of the leader's max health, max protection, offense, defense, potency, and tenacity at the start of the first encounter. So tenacity is the one we're looking at. And Rebel allies gain half of that amount. So this is something that I think I got confused at a little bit, but in my head, I'm reading this now and saying, whatever CLS has got, he takes all 40% of all those stats from CLS, and then Rebel allies gain half of that. It's as simple as that. So they gain 20% of CLS's stats. They don't. It's not like a combined where it's like 40% plus whatever 3-pack's got equals what the Rebels get. No, it's nothing convoluted. It's just simply 40% for the 3-pack, 20% for the others, and then you get the added crit avoidance, which is nice. So yeah, I just look at this and I think that is the reason we go for tenacity, because if we're doing CLS versus General Skywalker, it just means you've got less chance of being dazed. And to be honest, that is a general thing for this team, regardless of who we're facing. The more tenacity, the more likely you're going to be stopped. So yeah, that'd be the way I'd be modding it, just tenacity primary. You don't necessarily need tenacity mods, but just try and get him at least close to 100. If he's close to 100, then CLS should carry him over the line if he has got enough tenacity as well. So at 43%, that isn't a lot, really. But yeah, I'm going to leave you tunes there just for the fact that I think we are pretty well done as far as what we saw before. If there is something, shout it out into the comments section for me. I will, at the very least, apologise for not looking at something. But let's just go to your ships. We've got Negotiator. Did you have Negotiator last time? Let's just have a quick look, because I did look at your fleets. By the way, hit that like button on this video and the last one. 104 views, it didn't do bad, this. Sorry, some things you just notice when you're waiting for the video to load up. Alright, so you did have Anakin at 7-star back then, so that is nice to see. Granted, you got R5, so it does make sense. Did you have Negotiator back then, though? Come on past JJ, speed up. There you go, you got a 5-star back then. So that is good, I'm going to say. So you're obviously 7-star now, you've got a 6-star Malevolence as well, so you've made great progress in that regard. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm going to say 2 top fleets. Home one's probably waiting for you to work on Han and Chewie a bit more and then give the likes of Big some love, but that could be a potential good 3rd fleet for you. Have you got any Empire, just as far as you've got Tarkin, so anything to go by there? Not really. Maybe you could afford to give TIE Bomber some love one day. Get Queel in the process. But yeah, I'm proud that you've got your Galactic Republic. I think that's a good step for every player to get the Negotiator fleet fit and firing. Malevolence, just out of curiosity, you've got droids. You got 3, 4, and 3. So yeah, Iona and Vulture. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain, to be honest. Thankfully, Vulture's on the same node as Iden right now, so you might get a 2-for-1 with that. Iona, I can't remember what... Oh yeah, Hyena's on a similar node with... Oh, what is Iona on with? I feel I should know. I don't want to go all the way to the characters, though, to work it out. But yeah, Iona's got a good node. I think it actually has something like... it's a rare piece, not rare piece of gear, but it's something that's in demand a lot right now, at least when I'm farming. It's the things that go with stun cuffs. Alright, I'm going to spend all day, all this review trying to remember what that gear piece is, but you probably all know what I'm talking about, even if I can't even think of the name. But yeah, like I say, Hyena and Vulture, there's a pro to farming them, let's say that. It's not all just bad drop rates. The downside is, if you want IG-2000, at least if you're going for Executor down the line, you've not really got much going for it, except for the fact that you might get some shards for Poggle. You never know. It could be that next week they announce that a tune that's been one of the marquees is coming to the table and they'll move Poggle off that node. So you get a 2-for-1 in that case. But in the meantime, yeah, it's a bit of a sucker. So sorry about that. But the way I see it, shell shock currency, it's never a bad thing. I mean, I'm still farming Queel months after I got him 7-star purely because I'm after the TIE bomber still. So again, the small positives. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that there because I've been talking for nearly 50 minutes and that is quite a lot here. So I hope this has been alright for you, Metr0x. I hope that you've had a good 10 months in between waiting for these and I hope you're alright. Same to you all out there as well. Let me just do one quick thing before I completely end this video. That is simply put, I want to say, well, first of all, I'm going to just put a thumbs up here as if say this one's been done. But yeah, we've got the list here. This is up to date now, to my knowledge. If you can see your name is not on this list and you've asked for a roster review, please let me know, because to my knowledge, it's done. So next up should be Numpty. We've got Skeptog, Mary J, Return the... yeah, I'm not going to completely say that out loud. Glory Garboy Boy, I think you've left my server, so I hope you're alright there. Grand Admiral Nisa, we've got Alfie, Big Man Burger. Beating you, I believe you were ahead on the list, but I put you down later on. Let's see. Not real sure who you are, but I'll find out when we do it. King Wolf, Amaracal, The Ultimate Bruh, Arc Trooper, Brex the Saxophone, Lily, Earbuzz, Yuthi, and yeah, that's it. So we've got quite a lot to still go through. So by all means, if you want a re-review, we'll keep adding you to the list, but just as you've hopefully seen, there is a lot on there. So I'm going through them as quick as I can. My personal life at the moment has been a little bit, I wouldn't say busy, but it's been demanding to a degree. So yeah, my time to record videos has been a little bit scarce, so apologies for all the waiting, but I'm just doing what I can. So hopefully you'll understand that. Alright folks, I will be back hopefully within the next week to do, did I say it was Numpties? Was it Numpty? Yeah, it was Numpty. Alright, so hopefully I'll be back in the next week to do Numpties. Until then folks, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye for now everyone.